everyone, and welcome back to the Learning Lab, where learning English is easy and enjoyable. I am so happy to be here with you today. James, how are you today?
Hi, Jenny. I am doing great, thank you. I woke up early this morning, I made a healthy breakfast, and I already went for a walk. How about you?
Oh, wow, that sounds perfect. Honestly, I woke up late, I could not find my keys, and I drank my coffee way too fast. But I am still happy to be here.
That is very funny, Jenny. You always have a small adventure before we even start recording.
I really do. But today we have a great topic, and I am actually very excited about it. James, do you want to tell everyone what we are talking about today?
Yes, of course. Today's topic is how to learn new words and actually remember them. This is such an important topic for English learners.
Oh, I need this episode so much. I learn a new word, I feel proud, and then 2 days later, the word is just gone. It disappears from my brain completely.
I think every learner knows that feeling. You write the word down, you close your notebook, and then later you cannot remember it at all.
Exactly. It is so frustrating. So today, we are going to share simple and practical ways to help you remember new English words for a long time, not just for one day.
That's right. And don't worry, these methods are easy to use. You do not need any special tools, just a little bit of time every day.
Perfect. Let's get started then. James, what is the first tip you want to share with our listeners today?
My first tip is very simple. Use the new word in a sentence right away. Do not just remember the word alone, remember it inside a full sentence.
Oh, that makes sense. Can you give us an example, please?
Sure. Let's say you learn the word exhausted, which means very, very tired. Instead of just remembering exhausted, you can make a sentence like, after work, I was exhausted, so I went to bed early. Oh, I like that a lot. Because when I only remember one word, I forget it fast. But when I remember a full sentence, it feels more real, like a small story.
Exactly, Jenny. Your brain remembers stories and pictures much better than single words. A sentence gives the word more meaning and more context.
That is a great first tip. Okay, my turn now. My tip is about repetition, but not boring repetition. I mean spaced repetition.
Ooh, tell us more about that. What does spaced repetition mean exactly?
Okay, so instead of studying a word one time and forgetting about it, you review the word again after 1 day, then after 3 days, then after 1 week, and then after 1 month.
Oh, I see. So you look at the word many times, but with breaks in between.
Exactly. Each time you see the word again, your brain says, "Oh, I know this one," and the word becomes stronger in your memory.
That is very smart. I think many learners study a word one time, feel confident, and then never look at it again.
Yes, that was my biggest mistake for a long time. I used to write words in a notebook, close it, and never open it again. The notebook basically became a graveyard for words.
Oh no, a graveyard for words. That is so funny, but also so true. Many people do exactly the same thing.
So my advice is simple. Use an app, a notebook, or even paper cards, but review your words on a schedule, not just one time.
That is great advice, Jenny. Okay, here is my next tip. Connect the new word to a picture or an image in your mind.
Oh, like a mental picture?
Yes, exactly. For example, if you learn the word umbrella, you can imagine a bright red umbrella in heavy rain. The stronger and funnier the picture, the easier it is to remember.
Wait, funnier? Can the picture be silly?
Yes, actually, silly pictures work even better. If you imagine something strange or funny, your brain remembers it much more easily than something normal and boring.
Oh, that is very interesting. So if I learn the word elephant, I could imagine a tiny elephant sitting on my kitchen table.
Yes, exactly like that. That strange picture will stay in your memory for a long time, much longer than just the word alone.
I love this tip. Okay, my next tip is about speaking the word out loud, not just reading it silently.
Oh, yes, this is so important. Can you explain why speaking the word helps?
Of course, when you say a word out loud, you are using your mouth, your ears, and your brain all together, not just your eyes.
Ah, I see. So it becomes a full body activity, not just reading.
Exactly. Your ears hear the sound, your mouth practices the pronunciation, and your brain connects everything together. This makes the memory much stronger.
That is true. I remember when I was learning Spanish a few years ago, I only read words silently and I forgot almost everything.
Oh, really? What happened?
Well, later I started saying the words out loud every day, even alone in my room, and suddenly I remembered so much more.
Wow, that is a great personal example, James. So, friends, please do not be shy. Speak your new English words out loud, even if you're alone at home.
Yes, talk to your walls if you need to. Nobody's judging you, and it truly helps your memory.
That is very funny, but also very true. Okay, what's your next tip, James?
My next tip is to group new words by topic, not just in random order.
What do you mean by group by topic?
For example, instead of mixing random words like kitchen, angry, and airport together, you can study words about the same topic at the same time, like all kitchen words together, like spoon, plate, oven, and fridge.
Oh, that makes learning feel more organized.
Exactly. When words are connected by topic, your brain creates a stronger network, and it becomes easier to remember all of them together.
That is a wonderful tip. Okay, my next idea is a little different. Try teaching the word to someone else.
Oh, teaching? That sounds a bit advanced for a beginner, no?
Actually, it's easier than it sounds. You don't need a real student. You can explain the word to a friend, a family member, or even your pet.
Your pet.
Yes, I actually explain new words to my cat sometimes. I know she doesn't understand English, but the activity still helps my memory.
That is adorable and very funny. What is your cat's name, by the way?
Her name is Luna, and she is a very patient listener, even if she does not understand a single word.
Luna sounds like a wonderful English student. But seriously, teaching does help because when you explain something, you have to think about it more deeply.
Exactly. When you try to explain a word clearly, you understand it better yourself, and your memory becomes much stronger.
That is great advice. Okay, let's talk about something different now. Using new words while listening to music or watching short videos.
Oh, I love this idea. Can you explain more?
Sure. When you hear a new word in a song or in a short video, try to notice it, repeat it, and think about its meaning in that moment.
So it becomes a natural part of learning, not just studying with a notebook.
Exactly, Jenny. Real-life listening gives the word natural sound, natural speed, and natural emotion, and all of this helps you remember it much better.
That is so true. I remember I learned the word amazing from a song, and I still remember it perfectly even years later.
See, that is a perfect example. Music and movies create strong emotional memories, and emotional memories always last longer.
Absolutely. Okay, my next tip is about writing a short diary using your new words every day.
Oh, a vocabulary diary? Tell us more.
Yes. Every night, write 3 or 4 sentences about your day and try to use at least 1 or 2 new words inside those sentences.
Oh, that is smart because you are practicing the word inside your own real life, not just a random example sentence.
Exactly. For example, if I learn the word delicious, I could write, "Today I ate a delicious sandwich for lunch and it made me very happy."
I really like that idea. It is personal, it is simple, and it does not take much time either.
Right. Only 5 or 10 minutes every night, and slowly your vocabulary grows bigger and bigger.
Perfect. Now let's talk about a common mistake many learners make. Jenny, what do you think is the biggest mistake people make when learning new words?
Oh, I know this one very well because I did it myself. The biggest mistake is learning too many words at one time.
Oh, yes, that is very common. Can you explain why that is a problem?
Sure, when you try to learn 30 or 40 new words in one day, your brain gets tired and confused, and you actually remember fewer words, not more.
That is such an important point. So, what is a better number to study each day?
I think 5 to 10 new words a day is much better. It feels small, but over 1 month, that becomes 150 to 300 words, which is amazing.
Wow, when you say it like that, it does not feel small at all. It feels very powerful.
Exactly. Slow and steady really does win in language learning.
I completely agree. Okay, here's another common mistake: only studying words in a list without any real context.
Oh, yes. Like just writing happy equals felicit or something, with no sentence at all.
Exactly. Lists can be useful sometimes, but if that is your only method, the words feel empty and boring, and your brain forgets them very quickly.
So the lesson here is always try to connect new words to sentences, stories, pictures, or real conversations.
Yes, exactly. Context is truly the secret ingredient for strong memory.
I love that phrase, secret ingredient. It sounds like we are cooking a recipe, not learning English.
Actually, learning English is a little bit like cooking. You need the right ingredients, the right amount of time, and a little patience, too.
That is a beautiful way to explain it, James. Okay, should we give our listeners a small practice exercise before we finish today?
Yes, that is a wonderful idea. Let's give them something simple to try today.
Okay, here is the exercise. Choose 5 new English words today. Any words you want.
Then, write one simple sentence for each word using your own real life as an example.
After that, say each sentence out loud 3 times, slowly and clearly.
And finally, tomorrow, before you learn new words, look back at yesterday's 5 words first.
That's it. Simple, right? But if you do this every day, your vocabulary will grow so much faster than before.
I completely agree. Small daily habits always create big results over time.
Well said, James. Okay, let's do a quick summary for our listeners before we say goodbye.
Great idea. So today we learned use new words in full sentences, not alone.
Use spaced repetition and review your words again and again over time.
Connect words to strong or funny pictures in your mind.
Say your new words out loud every single day.
Group your words by topic to make stronger connections.
Try teaching your new words to someone else or even to your pet like Luna.
And finally, avoid learning too many words at once and always use context, not just simple lists.
That is a fantastic summary. I feel more confident about remembering new words already.
Me too, Jenny. I hope all of our listeners feel the same way.
Thank you so much for joining us today on the Learning Lab.
Yes, thank you all for listening. And remember, learning English can truly be easy and enjoyable.
Please practice today's small exercise. Choose your 5 words and use them in real sentences.
And do not forget to review your old words too, not just the new ones.
We'll see you all again very soon with another exciting episode.
Take care, keep practicing, and goodbye for now.
Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.